favorites?
So I already mentioned that I am not much a fan of this genre. I don't know much about anything. I am literally blank about this topic, but still I'm trying to like convey my message to you. So basically, yeah, if it would be a vampire trip, I would surely join. We would have a like wine clubs together. Yeah, we would have blood bath. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Next question to you, ma'am. Do you prefer taking tons of photos, videographs, digital memory, or do you like enjoy the moment, the real trip and all? What's your opinion on that? What type of person are you?
Well, basically, based on my opinion, I could neither say that photos and videos, or neither say what's the second?
Enjoying the real life
Enjoying
views.
the real life. I would say both are important. Both aspects are important on their own. If that when we enjoy a moment, that's what we feel in the present time. But suppose when we looking after 10 years from now, if I want to see revive my college memories, the moment is present, some bit clear I will remember. But if I want to relive that moment, the friends' faces, that give me instant joy of feeling, that feeling can only come if I see. It's a human nature that when we see something, we can really connect with better than the just instinct we feel.
Nostalgia hits harder
Yes,
than
nostalgia,
reality.
yes, you can
Exactly.
say.
Yeah, but one note on that, don't you think we as human species are not evolving in that particular space? So for example, particularly, I love to travel, I've went on multiple trips. What I see is majority of the people sitting with me are recording snaps rather than actually seeing the view. I mean, memories are important, yes, but don't you think... So sorry. But don't you think that just for the sake of those memories, we are not enjoying that particular thing in present?
Yeah, when you are right, I am not saying that only take pictures, but it's also mandatory. I am saying that if we only live in that moment, we will remember it in a 2 days part. But see, suppose after 10 years or 15 years from now, you have kids too, and when you
Sure.
When you tell them about your memories, you can't connect them by just remembering from your mind and that moment. You can exactly tell them that what's the situation, how many friends you have, who are they. They will come to know it better if they see.
So capturing the moments is one of the most important tasks.
No, I would not say it's most important, but I would
But
say
necessary.
One of the most.
one of the most.
Okay, so sorry, we have time restrictions. And next question to you, sir, please.
Sir, what does progress truly means in the future? What does progress truly means?
Kavya, I think progress means staying true to oneself and then moving forward. You see, the problem with today is that we have forgotten who we are and we are mindlessly focusing on advancing more and more. And we have, I think we should say, we have lost our roots. You can see about a tree can only fly so high if it is connected to its roots. So I think progress would be better if we kept in mind where we come from, our origins.
Okay, so you mean that progress means like connecting to the roots. So we should go towards the meditation, spirituality, and all the history we have been come from.
Not go towards, but keep that in mind. Keep the original essence of that in mind, because it was something. It was made to be something. It was not something like someone that said on a talk show. It was something that made after thorough research. So just keep it in mind and then move forward. Not reject something in front of you or in back of you, but keeping in mind and then moving forward.
So basically what you want to say is that we should be evolving in both ways, with the past and with the future, right? Basically what you wanted to say is we should evolve with the past and with the future, right?
Yes, that's what I wanted to say.
Thank you all. Great conversations. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for a great performance. Now we are going to invite next three participants, Taranpreet Kaur, Kanaya Sharma and Komal.
One second. Who was the third one? Please repeat their name.
Taranpreet Kaur, Kanaya Sharma and Komal.
Please speak the URL, the name.
URL is 2514902.
Please mention the branch to the teachers if there are two people.
I'm here.
Okay. Please pick up branch X, every one of you, and your name and your topic to the judges, please.
So, good afternoon, judges. First of all, my name is Komal Tank and I'm from MBA branch. Also, I'm an author. And today is my topic is horror genre, which is already my favorite genre.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Taranpreet Kaur from IT branch, and the topic that I've got today is hypothetical.
Good afternoon everyone, myself Kanaya Sharma and today I got the topic entertainment.
Hello. So you like horror, so we'll ask you a question that's psychologically horror. Okay. What is one truth about life that you are absolutely terrified to not accept? A thing that you know which is true, but you are mentally not prepared to accept that thing.
I think I say rejections, first of all.
Okay.
Because you can say in life we have so many success, so many kind of happy moments, sad moments, but when you accept any situation and you got rejected, you feel so bad about that. That is the thing I really don't.
But don't you think that when you are rejected, for example, if I got rejected for an interview, for a post,
Yeah.
don't you think that arc or spark for revenge would make me work harder to achieve that thing, right?
Yeah, that's the thing I'm
Okay.
saying. That rejection makes the man perfect more and more because failure and rejection are the worst things because if you are working hard on something and aligning your goal for some you can say higher self, right? But you won't get that thing, it makes you feel sad and a bit of demotivated in that moment. But when you realize that okay, like it's a thing we can't change or it's maybe a rejection, you can say a redirection, we have to work again in more good way or more you can say a bit kind of sparkly way. That's why.
Okay, and on that note, like we discussed with the other participants over here, don't you think that if you only succeeded, then success would not mean anything? For example, if I apply to every post I am, don't you think if I am getting accepted in every other company, I would feel like I am the god, I really need me, I will not work here.
No, I'm not a multitasker at this point. I would go in my favorite company, obviously. If there is a company which works in a horror genre, I would love to work on that.
Thank you
Because
so
I
much.
love paranormal cruise,
Okay. So, ma'am, if you could delete one emotion from human experience entirely, which one would it be?
See, emotions are something that's very connected to human being, and deleting emotion of jealousy would be a better option because when you are working in a team, the jealousy comes out naturally in a team. And when you are going up the ladder of success, jealousy certainly comes up among your colleagues, and that certainly destroys the personality of the other person as well as the person having that.
So, do you think removing jealousy would properly remove the participation energy from the participants?
See, that's the competitive energy, not the jealousy. Jealousy is something that's making you feel that the other person is less deserving from you. When the person starts to accept the reality, the jealousy factor gets cancelled out automatically.
Okay, means that participation energy would be same if the jealousy would happen.
Yeah, there will be healthy competition.
Okay.
Thank you so much, ma'am. What was your topic, sir?
Entertainment.
Entertainment, right? Just give me a second. Okay, so my question to you is that don't you think we as Gen Z or we as people do not have a particular stand right now? If, for example, just for a simple case example, we like Durandar as a movie, but on the same hand, we are criticizing it to be a propaganda.
Sorry, but I had not watched it.
Okay, so leave aside the movies part. Don't you think when we are scrolling reels, we develop an opinion on that only? We are consuming entertainment and giving it out as a personality.
Can you repeat again?
I'll explain in very simple terms. For example, you know Raghav Chaddha, right? The controversy is going around here. Few months back, we all were voting that Raghav Chaddha should be the next Prime Minister, that he has such good points. Now, when we got to know about his real truth from social media, from entertainment, we are on the same hand criticizing him that he's a fraud. We do not have a public opinion. We see and consume what is feeded to us via social media.
See, it's matter that we watch a 15-second video. The information which we get in that is our perspective for that time. After a few days or after a few hours, we watch another. We came to know about the other side of the same person. Our perspective changes. So, if we need to evaluate a person, like if we evaluate his personality, so we need to have a complete go through of his life, that where he come from, what did he perceives, what his main agenda or what his opinion right is. Like he's saying that do this and support all the citizens. Check he is in the position. Have he done any kind of that activity? If yes, then it's a positive point. And see the negative point also. Then evaluate that person is eligible for it or not, and consequently we should build opinion in such a way.
Thank you so much, sir.
So suppose if ghost says you, I won't hurt you, would you believe or it's a difficult game?
I won't believe on that because it's a ghost, you know. Maybe he can have some power which makes me feel hurt. But see, in some of the podcasts which I have saw, or maybe you can say in realistic world, there is no ghost. I feel like that. You can say there is maybe a soul, but not you can name that a ghost. Because ghost is the one who was just roaming around you. Maybe he was standing next to you. You never know that about, you know. And if he say like I won't hurt you, maybe because they can't hurt you in physical way, but they can manipulate in many ways. You know, by manipulating your mind. Can you say?
Okay, so assume it's 3 a.m. and you are just writing something.
Yeah.
So it's a horror time. You are overthinking something about the horror incident, or just you are writing or going with the flow, which you are.
If you say if I am writing something on horror genre, which is going to be spine because 3 a.m. is, you can say, there a dark room and just lamp is overlighted in my head, and I was writing something, and when it get flickered, I already get the sign like, bro, I'm
writing
here.
some horror genre, you should be doing in the morning time.
No. Then why will I get the vibe? You know, I'm a writer. If I'm a writer, I want to get the vibe the way I write, you know. So that's why.
First time experience.
Yeah.
Okay, so my question to you, ma'am, is what if your life was a TV show and just found out that your ratings are dropping? What would be one plot twist you would introduce to make the ratings go up?
Okay, that's quite an interesting question. If my life is a TV show and what should I do? It's quite. So I guess what the current TV shows are doing for drama, it's quite very well known to us. Some twisting plots, a death plot or a wedding plot. So anyone of
Okay, you will
that.
add some other guy to or any person to the TV show, right? To make it more.
Apart
Yeah,
from that,
yeah.
what would be one moment that you think would be the greatest achievement of that TV show, your life? That everybody or say everyone in the audience would love. For example, you achieved a big goal, you cleared one exam. What would be that achievement for you?
I think that achievement for me will be becoming a CEO for my company, starting a business, starting a new startup, and taking it to that level that the others are willing to collaborate and initiate with us.
And what would be the funniest thing? And what would be the funniest part of your TV show? Your life.
The funniest part would be the rivalries with my brother.
Sure. Thank you, ma'am.
So sir, if you got a chance to change, swap your life with any TV celebrity, so who would it be?
Well, I had no think about it. My life is good. It's up and down, and I just go up and forward, and my life is good for me.
Don't you want to change, swap your life for only 24 hours with any successful celebrity?
See, there is no expect I don't want from anyone. I am happy with myself and keep improving myself.
So that's it. Thank you, sir.
Great session, everyone.
Thank you participants for your great performance. Let's now invite our second last participants.
1 second, ma'am.
कितने रहते हैं ग्रुप्स?
एक मिनट ही रह गया सिर्फ फिर हम
लास्ट रहते हैं, 2 रहते हैं.
Okay, so we were saying कि ਜਿਹੜੇ ਬੱਚੇ ਦੇਖ ਰਹੇ ਸੀਗਾ ਉਹ entertain ਹੋ ਰਹੇ. So sorry. ਆਪਾਂ ਦੇਖ ਰਹੇ ਸੀ ਕਿ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਦੇਖ ਰਹੇ ਹਨ ਉਹ entertain ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋ ਰਹੇ, ਇੰਗਲਿਸ਼ ਕਲੱਬ ਦੇ ਵੀ ਬੱਚੇ ਬੈਠੇ हैं. So we will have an interactive session. So anyone would like to volunteer for this? Please raise your hands. Okay, 2 participants are volunteering. This would not be judged, so you can easily raise your hands here. Come on.
कोई भी कर सकता है.
Okay, 3 participants. Okay, we'll select. I'll explain you the concept. So you will tell us 3 sentences. 2 of those would be lies, and 1 of them would be the truth. We'll have a voting. If we guessed it correctly, you lose. If you are correct, then I lose. All right. We'll start with the first person who raised their hand, sir. 3 things about your life, please.
Well, I am a confident person, I am a serious person, and I am a hardworking person.
You surely want your answer for that.
No, I don't answer.
Anyone from the audience will want to answer which one of the thing is correct, which 2 are lies. No one. Anyone from the judges, please?
Is the confident must be the truth?
Is that the truth, sir?
Yeah, absolutely.
Ma'am wins, of course. Next one to raise their hand, please. Otherwise, anyone can stand up at any point. We have 5-10 minutes allotted for this only.
So, first sentence would be I love beaches. Second would be I just died coming here. And third would be I like blue.
Anyone would want to answer that, please? Second, I also vote for second.
Second, actually it's the third.
Okay, the next one, please. Yes, ma'am. 3 sentences for your life.
So for my life, first thing me, second thing my pen and paper and my thoughts. Then third thing is obviously my coffee because I'm a coffee lover.
So you have to guess which one you like the most, right?
Yeah.
Any guesses, please? Carlo, yaar, number ke kete jande re.
Yeah. Main character energy. Right?
Okay, anyone here, come on.
Anyone from the audience?
From English club, please. Anchors, conveners up. Okay. Answer मिल गया तुम्हें मैम? Okay. Your question, ma'am. 3 sentences.
Three things about me. I'm going to start. First thing is
Just move aside, move there. There's a speaker, but
this is mine.
yeah.
Yeah. So the first thing is that I was awarded the best student of the year in my grade. Second thing is that I can speak 6 languages, and I can. The third thing is I can play 3 instruments.
Okay.
3 are incorrect.
Any guesses?
Third one.
Third one. Is the third one correct, ma'am?
I have to say 2 truths and a
2
lie.
lies and 1 truth.
Oh my God.
You lost already, so
I
sorry.
absolutely lost.
No problem.
Okay, I have told 1 truth and 2 lies. Yeah.
Yeah, so audience was saying third, right?
No.
False or anyway?
The first one is
Okay,
correct.
congratulations on
Thank
that.
you so much.
Next one, please. Yes, sir.
Sorry, one truth and two lies.
Yes, sir.
I have talked to a terrorist. I have
Sorry, sir.
I have talked to a terrorist. I have fallen from I have talked to a terrorist and I have fallen from a two-storied building. And third one, I nearly set fire on a 15-storied building.
We should look into our words first. Any guesses for this answer, please? My personal guess is third one. My personal guess would be the third one.
No. Second one.
Okay, thank God. Next one, please. No one. Carlo, I don't tell lies.
Try one. We know that. Try one. We know that. You will enjoy it. I know. You don't tell lie. We'll guess it what is the lie. You just try one.
Chalo. Okay, 3 sentences. First one being, I am 6 feet tall. Second one being, I am crorepati. Third one being, आज मैंने पगड़ी बहुत सुंदर बांधी है। Next one please no, it's okay. नहीं, okay, no answer for that. Next one please, ma'am.
For our judges.
Okay sir, हाँ जी। नाम please पहला तो सीखिए, कोई भी जो बोलना चाहोगा।
ये तो माहिर नहीं जुड़ी
देखो कि रोड पर कितने सारे पापा हो सकते हैं ताड़ा से
Yes, of course. Thank you so much.
रिलेटेड बनाते हैं
ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਨਵੀਨਰ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਸੱਦਣਾ ਸੀ ਕੋਈ ਨਹੀਂ
ओहो
ਉਹ ਕਨਵੀਨਰ ਵੀ ਹੋ ਕੋਈ ਨਹੀਂ
I have been abroad. First one, I was good at studies. I was actually right now. And third one,
टू ट्रूथ्स वन लाइन है ना ये टू लाइज वन ट्रूथ
ਇੰਨਾ ਸੋਚਣਾ ਪੈ ਰਿਹਾ
सोचना पहले ना.
सच सोचना पहले
I have a cow at my home.
Odd. Any guesses, please? I guess third one. कहीं रुक के कह रहे
Second one. I was good at studies.
तो co-convener sir.
Actually, we are running out of the time, so
What?
There are 4 minutes. There are 4 minutes.
first sentence.
It's a lie. It's a lie. You are not getting out of time.
So I am a scholar in this So I am the most talented one in the English club. This was a lie. Actually.
ठीक है
Let's start with the session. We have.
नहीं नहीं अजय तो पे ने टाइम
That was my 3 sentences.
I think all are true.
Oh, thank you.
कैसे टू ट्रूथ्स वन लाइन है ना
2 lies, 1 truth.
Okay. I know how to fly a plane. Okay. I regularly attend mathematics lecture. And I am very fit.
Plane में चलाना होगा by the way.
Last two are lies.
Last 2 are lies. First is correct.
Last two.
Pilot sir.
Pilot.
किसी और ने करना है या सेशन रिज्यूम करिए सर?
किसी और में कोई और आइडिया आ रहे हो?
और एक और गेम है।
हाँ. We are having
3 minutes.
3 minutes.
3 minutes.
तो यार गेम कर सकते हैं.
अच्छा कोई है एक बंदा
अजी इकबाल जी. हाँ जी.
Okay, so now we'll get one truth and two lies from Hemant Singh Saab.
खड़े हो जाओ.
Please charge him for the mic, please.
So, one truth and two lies. I reach college on time. I obey all the rules. And I'm here forcibly. One truth. Yes, my friend in the water. Next, it's his turn.
हेलो. कोई बंद हो गया.
First one is I hate chocolates. Second one is I have been in 2 relationships at one time. I'm introvert.
Love you.
Second one is opinion also
चलो तीनों देना चाहूंगा नेक्स्ट में.
आंसर तो दे दो.
आंसर सर हम दे नहीं सकते, क्लब नहीं बन गया. I guess second truth. First
वाला नहीं हो सकता बताता हूँ.
और सर ने पीछे हाथ पे सर.
So, number one, I have been to a foreign country. Number two, I have been inside for fighter jet, and number three, I have survived the bear attack.
So sorry, sir.
Second. All of them are true.
बेयर अटैक का बताना कहाँ पे?
कश्मीर में उधर आता हूँ तो वहाँ पे आ जाते हैं जंगली बेर उसी घर के अंदर. So one time I was at home, and one time out of the fence.
You are from Kashmir?
Yes, I'm from Kashmir. There, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah,
sir. Last, चलो एक और. हाँ जी मैम प्लीज. और रिकॉर्ड नहीं आना
It's only related to my students so that they can guess. So I teach every class with equal dedication. Next is I don't have any favorite student, and third one is I don't keep grudges with my students.
all are
Only one is only one is good. Please find the one.
कोई पता है आपको आंसर दे दो प्लीज. मैम किसी आंसर देना.
आपने बस में नहीं.
सॉरी उनके डिटेल नहीं होना.
प्लीज जल्दी आता ले लो.
ओके कौन सा हम दो कैंडिडेट छोड़ चाहिए ने. एक गेम दूजी है कर ला. ਇਹਨੇ ਕਿਹਨੇ ਕੁਝ ਨਹੀਂ ਬੋਲਿਆ. ਦੋਨੀ ਖੜੇ ਹੋ ਜਾਓ ਤੁਸੀਂ. सो कैन शुड नहीं आप तो बस किसी खड़े हो सर. ओके सो गेम है ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕੁਝ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰਨਾ. ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਪਣੀ ਲਾਈਫ ਬਾਰੇ बस 4-5 लाइनें बोलिए. 2 लाइनें हाथ तो हाथ. Any candidates?
A song which describes your life.
ठीक है सर हाथ खड़ा किया किसी ने. Song me. हाँ जी, बट हर सेंटेंस हर वर्ड के बाद बनाना भी बोलना है। और हो गया और बोलना रहा। हाँ जी, हर वर्ड के बाद सर। What is your name? How are you? What do you study? What courses are you pursuing? Please sir.
Banana. So my name is Nirveer Singh.
Banana.
And I am studying B.Tech Banana in Guru Nanak Dev Engineering College.
हमने घर पे वापस जा
Okay sir, कुछ और?
It's a very good college. My friends are English club is
Banana. Exactly, very good club. It's one of the best. Cosmic club के कन्वेयर बैठे हुए बच्चे भी यहाँ सो half.
Cosmic club is good, I guess.
Thank you so much sir. अब आज सेशन भी रिज्यूम करते हैं। ये किसी और ने अपने बारे दसना है बचता। Okay. No one सेशन रिज्यूम कर दे। Okay. Sir.
इधर बैठे कौन सी जा
निकल गई मैं से भाग ही नहीं है मैं पीछे भाग रही हूँ
तो देखा ठंड होगी Okay, so shall we start?
That was an engaging session. Now we will continue with the rest of the conversations. Let's now invite our second last participants, Karanpreet Singh, Jai Vivek and Amreen Kaur Garewal to the stage.
मतलब क्या कर रहा देखा
Hello everyone, please wait. Wonderful.
Good afternoon. I am Amreen Kaur Garewal and I got hypothetical.
Can I change the chair?
पर nature of beer type हो गया थोड़ा रहेगा condenser can be correct.
Can we change the chip please?
Yeah.
ये ना spider guy चलाना होता है ये
I'm highly grateful for that.
कश्मीरी
I hope this one's good. We travel, yeah. We can talk about that. My name is Jai Vivek Singh and my topic here is travel.
Good afternoon everyone. My name is Karanpreet Singh and my topic is entertainment.
Okay sir, so first question to you is, do you think traveling, okay, so do you think traveling for like in between college semester breaks affects your studies, your friendships and basically your motivation to work when you return?
Oh, highly. I think I don't study at all. When I'm at break at home, I don't do that. So of course it does affect you and also the traveling time. For me, I have to first go from here to Amritsar, catch a flight to Kashmir and then it takes me a whole day to travel here and there. So I only travel back home when it's like semester break or I'm having like 10 days or 40 days.
Okay, and what would you say is the best looking spot in Kashmir?
Can I say the whole place is best looking? Can I say that?
Of course.
Oh, nice.
You can't choose.
Okay, and what would you suggest as an itinerary if I wanted to go to Kashmir for like 5 days?
Okay.
What would be the places you would want me to visit over there? Like you should visit this
Okay,
place.
for starters, come to my place and yeah.
So,
for a cup of chai or that, and after that I'll we can go to Dal, that's the main spot. You can shop around there. You can go in Shikara for Shikara ride. There is also tulip gardens there, many Mughal gardens there. After that, we can go to Pahalgam, we can go to Sonmarg, Gulmarg, any hill stations. We can do rafting here. There's a lot of activities here. If you want, you can also go to Ladakh, which is good. Thank you, sir.
Okay. So now, if you could have a conversation with the person who designed the human body, what's the first bug you had asked them to fix?
Why do we get tired? Like if design something, why not make it invincible?
Okay, that's really good. Anything apart from this?
But don't you think that we being tired makes us human and not a robot?
But again, that's what I'm going to ask the developer, right? So if he could develop, then we wouldn't know that we can get tired.
Sure, nice answer. And what do you think is something you will ask that why not add these things to human? Why can't we fly? Why can't we swim underwater for a long period of time?
I mean, they're both valid. But if I was to add something that I cannot do but I would want to do, I don't think there's anything.
Oh my god.
I mean, a human can achieve anything. You can fly a plane.
Oh, इधर बैठेगा. Sure, Bam. Thank you so much.
I'm sorry I dodged the question.
नहीं, that was a great answer. Current topic is sir?
Entertainment.
Okay, so my question to you is, what is one guilty song you blast all time when you're alone, but do not admit to listening when you're with a group of people?
Actually, I don't listen to sad songs that much.
We change the question if you are not.
No.
Okay. Please answer. So sorry.
So my favorite sad song is Tere Lahi Pandarwar Pannu.
Okay.
So you don't want to listen with your friends again.
Yeah.
Can you please
But-
explain the story behind this song?
The story behind the song is that the lyricist that has written this song actually, I think he was in a relation with a girl and the girl betrayed him for some other girl.
Do you relate with the song, sir? Sure, sir.
Because I'm a singer too, yeah.
Same, sir. Okay. Very great answers. What was your topic again, sir? Travel. Sir.
So can you share the most important thing you have learned while traveling to different places?
So the most important thing is always carry a power bank. Always charge your phones. And also check the weather there. You don't wanna catch the rain when you arrive there. But apart from that, on a more moral level, I think it teaches us a lot. It's an eye-opening experience. I think it teaches us bonding, friendship. You meet strangers, especially when you travel alone.
Can you share any your personal experience or the life lesson you have learned from traveling?
Recently, I was with my friends. We visited Dharamshala Maklodganj. There, one instance was there that my friend told me that you have to find a Buddhist monk for me to take a picture with. So they're like, how can I approach them? They seem rather busy. I don't know if they are up for that or not, but still, that was a challenge. I had to talk to one, convince one for a selfie. So yeah, I talked to one. They were very humble and kind, and they accepted my request. And that taught me a lot about, just going up to it and going up to a stranger and not fearing rejection. Just ask them openly.
Great, sir. Thank you so much. What was your topic again now?
Hypothetical.
Hypothetical. If you had to be a background character at any historical event, which one would you pick to see? What's the really vibe going on like there? Okay, so in simpler terms, if you could be one side character for a major main character, who would you want to be to look up the okay, this work like that and all?
I think again we'll go to Germany.
Okay.
Be a side character to Hitler. I feel like what we hear, there's a lot more to it. And as I've started, researching about it, there are things that as a child I was told that were wrong. But there were reasons behind them. So I want to witness it live.
Okay, and don't you think that your life would be endangered if you go there.
Risk.
Risk. Okay.
Maybe I would have survived, maybe not.
Yeah, in fact, the thing you wanted to say, basically, I will convey it in simpler terms because it's a foreign language. We do not actually know what he was saying in those speeches. But nowadays, when we are translating it today, it's not as worse as we think they are. I think that was your point, ma'am.
Yes.
Any more points on meeting Hitler?
So, like points.
Points, I mean, any other person except from that one.
Okay, except Hitler. So I've actually read a lot about Genghis Khan for some reason. Like I was recently reading about him, so I don't know, I'm intrigued. I want to know more about his life.
Interesting point. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Okay, sir. Do you think Gen Z college students will travel more or less than previous generations?
Can you repeat the question?
I said, do you think Gen Z college students will travel more or less than previous generations?
I think Gen Z students will travel more than previous students because I think they are addicted to social media more and they actually want to explore everything more than the previous ones.
Don't you think that social media has somewhere ruined the travel experience in today's generation?
You are right because social media always gives us a very small part of everything. It doesn't show us the full image of the scenery or we can say the travel.
Otherwise, that we have to experience.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you participants for sharing your thoughts. We now invite our last participants, Arav Agarwal and Harsirat Singh. There is one more participant named Gurneer Singh. By me also.
We'll go with force.
कोई और है जिसका रजिस्ट्रेशन अभी नहीं आया like now और अभी आगे भी नहीं आया.
If anyone from the audience wants to participate, also Ajay Carlo time है नहीं है सर.
Yeah. You can give your name to Jasleen. Yeah.
नहीं मैम मुझे नहीं.
Time.
It's already okay if you want to take food.
Okay, it depends upon the
टाइम हो रहा है तो रहने दो टाइम कंस्ट्रेंट. यहाँ पे ठीक है यहाँ पे रखो. यहाँ पे यहाँ पर एक और लास्ट ही इसी में इंक्लूड कर दो.
Good morning, good evening judges. So my name is Arav Agarwal and my topic is horror.
Good afternoon, judges. My name is Vanya Roy and my topic is travel.
Good afternoon judges. My name is Gurneer Singh and my topic is hypothetical.
Good afternoon everyone. My topic is future. Let me take about the future in and as well. Sorry for the coming. Let's see the second one.
Okay. So, first question to Gurmeet. The question to you is, if you could uninvent one piece of technology, something which can totally vanish from this universe, nobody has ever created it, talked about it, what would that thing be?
So what would I vanish? That has
Yes, uninvent or vanish.
I will vanish away the nuclear bombs, first of all. The invention that has been made and according to me, it has been really destructive for, as we have seen that the nuclear bomb was thrown in Nagasaki in Japan, and always the countries show that they are more superior than other countries by showing them that they have nuclear bombs and they can dominate.
Okay. Two questions on that note, sir. First one being, we talk about nuclear power as the future. Genuinely, it is the future. Nuclear fission is everything. Nuclear energy is one of the cleanest energy sources we have out there. What is your opinion on that? And the second one being, don't you think that countries having nuclear bombs have given them the authority to not start wars? For example, we as a country, India, has nuclear bombs, so that is the sole reason we are still present over here today. China, Pakistan, USA, all were trying to bomb us, but when we achieved nuclearity, we were having an independent stand with them, not beside them, so that we have an equal level of conversation. If you bomb us, we bomb you. Before nuclear bombs, wars were raging, and because you cannot destroy a whole country with just one thing, so they will keep on destroying it from all around.
I do agree with you, but earlier I was also saying that there should be, I want a hypothetical situation, I want all the nuclear bombs to vanish away. If there are no nuclear bombs, no country would dominate, and no country would, as you said, that we have nuclear bombs and we can, that is why we can stand a chance. And so if there are no nuclear bombs, there would be nothing like that.
Thank you, sir.
What was the topic now?
Ma'am, would you rather time travel to visit an ancient Indian wonder or see what students' travel look like in 2050?
I think I have come to know that the sea has not been traveled or explored enough. I think there are too many various creatures that are yet to be seen, and there's a lot of diversity. So I would preferably go to the future because looking at the past does not make any sense to me anymore.
But don't you think you should travel to past and see whether the dinosaurs exist or not? And you can change the forecast basically today in the today's world.
Even if I do, I'll be the only person who knows this. And screaming out that there is no dinosaurs, that everything was a lie, even going back to the Apollo mission and telling people that everything they've been spreading, that people had been once on the moon. And like, do you remember about the Neil Armstrong thing, being the first people to get on the moon? So if I'll be the only person who's speaking out all these things, I'll be considered as a fool or a dumb person. I don't want to do that.
Thank you.
Okay, hello. So my question to you is, if you could pick one haunted nickname for you, and what would be your biggest personality trait considering that nickname?
That's a very good question because when I was born, my older sister, she gave me a nickname, and I'm telling to everyone today, it was Chintu, and that still haunts me. The reason behind it is, when I was in second class, I don't know, my mother spelled it out in front of my friends, and till that date, I get messages from my friends with that name, and even with a formal invitation was given for an event. There it was written Dear Chintu, and it still haunts me because it was spoken in front of 200 students in my school auditorium. So yeah, that's very much a horror for me, and it still haunts me till date.
Judges, his name is Arav. Please do not like Chintu. Okay, and what would be one horror trait you would like to possess from any horror character? Anything horror. Anything. You can fly, these are.
So not from any character, but from a sports person. Like you all know Travis said, what he did. For me, he is the biggest villain and biggest haunted person I have seen in my life. So I guess it would be the most haunted thing for me.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much.
Future topic. We are talking about future. Yes. Sir, what do you think will matter most to humans 100 years from now? What things will matter the most from 100 years from now?
Intelligence and some civic sense, to be honest. In today's world, nobody's interacting with each other. Nobody is trying to learn something. Everybody has their own opinion that we are the best, but actually no one is trying to actually know the person and follow the side.
You said that civic sense is one of the most important that one should. You said that civic sense is one of the most important topic that one should consider in the next 100 years, right?
I think civic sense is a small topic where I think I said it wrong.
It's a good topic, right? It's a very important and concerning topic.
Because no matter how much we learn science, technology, it's a different sector. Without being as a society, being as a social person, we cannot.
Okay, good, Meher. My question to you is, and this is like one thing which I would like to ask everyone. Would you choose between truth or happiness for the rest of your life? Would you want to know everything that is the truth or everything that keeps you happy?
This first of all, this is really amazing question, and I would say that you don't need to know everything. I would choose happiness, and yes, and
Okay, but don't you think that choosing happiness will lead you to live a life which is delusional? For example, maybe your happiness is that he's your best friend, right? But he on the other hand is just there to take your money and like because you have car, he's there with you. What for that reasons? Like
Give my example.
he's a very good person. So what is your opinion on that? Don't you think that we as humans should know the truth? Because I guess truth is always harsh and this is the truth. But so what's your opinion on this? I personally wanted to know other people's opinion on this also because I have a very controversial opinion on this thing.
So I would say that coin has two sides, and I would say that sometimes it is important to stay happy, and that is exceptional case when we say that truth is important. And
No, exactly, sir. Any other points you would like to add on to this? Sir?
Can she add something on this?
Yeah.
I think basically is that I should prefer the truth over any kind of happiness, because certainly if I am being promised happiness if I do not know what's going in my boyfriend's DMs and what he's doing at the back at my back, I think that is not the kind of happiness I would like to choose. Right?
So you are ready to see your boyfriend's name?
Certainly. I want the truth. I want
I
transparency.
mean that is kind of very reasonable also. You should know what the other person is thinking about you to be
Yeah,
very
I should
precise.
not stay befooled by any kind of happiness.
And not only for people you want to be in a relationship with, I guess at this point, friendships are also based on things which we do not see. Many people talk behind your back. Many for teachers also, many students talk behind your back now. I guess truth is something that should be told to everyone, and I guess it is a necessity in today's world.
Absolutely.
Right. Your topic was?
Travel,
please.
Ma'am, is over tourism affecting places you want to visit?
Yeah, maybe I'd say, I think if I want to go to Dubai, for example, I am ended up waiting for the right fares because the tickets are very pricey. And I think if I deserve a treat for myself, I would not deserve to be waiting for it.
Okay, so you mean that people should travel less?
No, I think people should travel in different places more.
We
They
should
choose
divide
different
the
places.
criteria like.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, thank you.
Good.
Your topic, please, sir. Okay, sir. So there is a ritual, a very sacred ritual, which I guess every one of us believes in. If we take a blanket over our head, then ghosts can't do anything to us.
It's very true, and I practice it every night, to be honest. Because once I did not do it, and I don't know what dreams I got. So I guess I am with it actually. Yes.
But there is another rule on the same book, which is that do not stuff your head under a pillow.
Yes, because that will be very congested. So I guess we shouldn't.
I mean, we have to make it easier for the ghost to kidnap us also, right?
Yes.
Thank you so much, sir.
How do you think self-awareness will evolve in future generations? Self-awareness. How it would be, how?
Like everybody's attention span is decreasing, everybody's on their phone, nobody's taking a look around them, about the environment, about the people around them, what are they saying, what are they listening. Like, in today's society, most of the people are like this. A person is talking to me and they are reciting their talks and the way not actually listen to them.
Okay, so suppose you are a leader in today's world. What steps you will take to increase the self-awareness in today's generation?
And social media.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you to all participants for sharing such honest and thoughtful conversations. With this, wrap up comes to an end. The participants will now shortlist, so we requested everyone to kindly wait for a few minutes.
Okay, so एक minor सा change है. So due to the time constraint, ਜਿਹੜੇ participants ਨੂੰ select ਹੋਏ ਨੇ, ਪਹਿਲੀ ਗੱਲ ਜੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ A list ਚ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈ ਇਹਦਾ ਮਤਲਬ ਇਹ ਨਹੀਂ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ award ਜਾਂ prize ਨਹੀਂ ਮਿਲ ਸਕਦਾ. We have a special prize for someone who will be voted by the audience, teachers, English का voting होगी technically, okay. Secondly, ਜਿਹੜਾ ਬੰਦੇ select ਹੋਏ, I guess 8 participants ਨੇ, 2 ਦੀ teams ਚ ਆਪਾਂ divide ਕਰੋਗੇ. फर्स्ट ग्रुप से 4 दूसरे ग्रुप से 4 आना पर थोड़ा जॉइंट इकट्ठे होंगे पॉडकास्ट सेशन होंगे ओके
in my arms, oh let me hold ya. Never let you go again like I did. Oh, I used to say I would never fall in love again until I found her. I said I would never fall unless you too are falling too. I was lost within the darkness, but then I found her. I found you. Heaven, when I held you again, how could we ever just be friends? I would rather die than let you go. Julia to your Romeo, how I heard you say I would never fall in love again until I found her. I said I would never fall unless you too are falling too. I was lost within the darkness, but then I found her. I found you.
Now, we move on to round 2, the conversation round. In this round, the pairs will interact with the host, testing their clarity of thoughts, listening skills and ability to respond on the spot. And the shortlisted participants are Parminder Singh, Jasmine, Anshul, Bipti, Siddharth, Komal, Amreen and Vani Oberoi. Let us begin by inviting our first 4 participants to the stage. Parminder, Jasmine, Anshul and Bipti.
Okay, so बाकी एक मिनट वेट कर लो सारे बाकी कंटेस्टेंट्स का भी नाम ले लो एवरीवन जेडी सिलेक्टेड ने वो इधर आ जाओ वी हैव अ टॉपिक डिस्कशन राउंड वाइज ऑलराइट नाम ले दो बाकी चारों और
Parminder, Jasmine, Anshul, Bipti, Siddharth, Komal, Amreen and Vani Oberoi.
And just listen जो fourth award हैगा वो बोलने बेसिस पे यार जिनका नाम नहीं आया वो भी वेट कर लो क्योंकि उन्होंने इतना जो ये किसी और में मिलता है तो they can also get that award. Okay? तो हाँ कितनी की आंसर सर समझ लिया
हाँ जी मैं मंगा
जेडी वोटिंग होगी जेडे बच्चे प्रेजेंट थे उन्होंने ही गेम बच्चे कैरी फॉरवर्ड करोगे जेडे चल के
ओके सो दो टॉपिक्स ने आपस में डिसाइड कर लो ਤੁਸੀਂ ਦੋਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਡਿਸਕਸ ਕਰਨਾ ਜਾਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸਿੰਪਲਾ ਲੈਟ ਮੀ ਐਕਸਪਲੇਨ ਦੋ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਫਰਸਟ ਵਨ ਵੀ ਫॉर एग्जांपल टॉपिक है चाइल्डहुड एवरीवन विल गेट 1 मिनट ਤੁਸੀਂ 1 ਮਿੰਟ 'ਚ ਚਾइल्डहुड ਰਿਲੇਟਡ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਪਸੰਦ ਨੇ ਉਹਦੇ ਬਾਰੇ ਗੱਲ ਕਰਨਾ ਚਾਹते हो ਆਪਣੇ ਪੁਆਇੰਟ ਆਫ View ਤੋਂ ਦੱਸ ਦਿਓ ਠੀਕ ਹੈ ਆਫਟਰ ਦੈਟ 3 ਕੁਐਸਚਨ ਵਨ ਔਨ ਯੂ ਕਿ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਦੱਸੀਆਂ ਉਹਦੇ ਬੇਸਿਸ ਤੇ 3 ਕੁਐਸਚਨ The second one being ki we have one common topic, same as last time. For example, childhood again. But this time we'll ask you questions and we'll have a conversation on that topic, particular one. So, for example, first you can talk about childhood, right? So we both will have a conversation, then we both will have a conversation, then we, इतना करके आप कर सकते हैं, which is suited for all of you. First, ये favor चलिए hand raise कर लियो.
Childhood is a very big start with our computer. So I think, so 2 or 1. I'm going to 2.
Second one. Second one. Topics ਆਪਾਂ ਦੋ ਡਿਸਾਈਡ ਕੀਤੇ ਆ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਦੋਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਬੋਲਣਾ ਚਾਹੋਗੇ 1 minute each. Okay. So let's keep the first topic simple, childhood. Who would like to start? Okay. Mic load है sir sir.
Hello once again, my name is Gat. And the thing I want to talk about childhood, like I feel childhood is so random because you do things that you once feel like yeah it makes a lot of sense to me, but when you grow up you feel like if I can go back in time I will take up my hand and give myself a huge slap. What the hell are we actually doing? Like talking about myself, I was in a parent teacher meeting and I saw a puddle of mud and in my brain I was like yeah that's a good place not. I went into that, I played like a kid, like the kid I was, and my whole uniform was drenched. Fast forward 10 to 5 minutes, my mother was beating the shit out of me.
Okay, so on that note, don't you think that that is the thing that makes our childhood special?
Yeah, that's
if you
what.
did not do those things, then you have nothing to remember for your childhood. We went to the PTM, yes, I got slapped, but this is a story that makes your character develop, right?
Yes, that's the whole. It's so random that it's so nostalgic.
And what about childhood traumas? What is your opinion on that things? For example, personally, if you had that beating, you had that trauma from that beating too. What's your opinion on that things?
I think the way I grew up, I did not have a particular trauma. I just had one incident. Like my daddy used to say to me, like small holes of water. If you go into them, you will drown and go to the underworld. Believe me, for 5 years, I was so scared that I could not go near them. And once I got near them, I cried like a baby, but nothing happened. So that was a bit of a trauma for me. That still lingers.
Okay. That was the time, sir.
The time, so will pass. Childhood? Okay, so start.
So according to me, what changes is like in childhood we can be ourselves fully, like without having to think of what someone will think, how they'll judge you. For example, my parents still play the video of me trying to sell petrol to my neighbors for 2 rupees. And I'm still embarrassed about it, like if I grow up. But back then, I was so happy playing that, but now I can't do the same thing. So, like when we grow up, we start getting conscious, which did not exist in childhood. So that's one thing that I miss the most about me being a child.
Okay, so if you get a chance to go back to your childhood, would you like to be?
Of course, I like to be the 5-year-old and living my whole life if I could.
Which incidents do you want to witness again being in that childhood?
So I had a pet dog who was 1 year older than me, and I spent most of my childhood with that one person. So even if my mother used to scold me, he used to bark at my mother. So I miss him so much because he is no more. So I would spend my whole days with him back then, and I would still love to do that.
Thank you so much. Please, you continue. Okay, start.
What is the other topic?
The childhood.
You are all talking about childhood right now.
Okay.
Yeah. Your views on childhood now.
So to be honest, first of all, hello everyone, my name is Komal Tank and I'm an author, and I've also published first article on my healing and inner child. And on that I want to talk is that every person has an inner child within them. Right? In childhood we say like we were kids at that time, we used to be naughty and get scolded by our parents on random shits, you know. But when you grow, you say like what the hell we were doing at that point, because at that time we don't have any kind of responsibilities, any work, any house chores, nothing. We have nothing. We used to just eat or play, right? Or maybe you can say eat, sleep, work, repeat. These are all things we do whole day. But as we grow, we see the responsibilities over our shoulders, right? and these responsibilities makes us very much more mature, you know. And there is something we just forgot about ourselves and our personality, what we were actually in our childhood, right? But if you nurture your inner child again, live that moment again, I would say go
Not me,
and
simple
do that.
fast. Okay, your opinion on childhood, ma'am.
Okay, so one thing is for sure is that everybody loves their childhood phase. Everybody has to at some point they go back, they reminisce everything that they've been doing in their childhood, because at that point they remember, I mean they realize that there was no stress, there was no tensions they had to take up for the world, for themselves. I mean, there was no need to make food, there was no need to get up, everything was done by our parents, everything was just served to you.
Okay, means that childhood was the golden period of your life.
Certainly, you don't have to worry about anything when you're young. But now, since you come into this teenage phase, you're coming to realize about the other people's perspectives. You have to build yourself to meet their expectations, and you have to mold yourself.
Any experiences you want to share about your childhood?
Certainly. I was in lower kindergarten, and I had been loving the stage since forever. So it was the time when I got up. It was a very beautiful lehenga. I was wearing yellow color, and I was dressed up by my mother. And I still have those photographs, and I look at them. I feel very proud of myself that I had been doing so well. Maybe because I had no other stress to think about, and certainly I think childhood was the best.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Please pass.
Okay, so first of all, thank you for getting me a chance to stand out in the second round. So for me, childhood is quite sad actually, not like roses that you see or a happy spot in your life. I was always that kid, the one who get targeted, the one you can say punching bag of the class. I used to be a fat kid, just sits in the class, laughs and goes to the room. So for me, childhood part was quite enlightening for me because due to my father's profession, he was serving in Indian Air Force at that time. I've been in Hyderabad, Kolkata, and the one thing that actually quite hurted me was I always stand out with people. Like if everybody is from Hyderabad, I was the one guy from Haryana. So they would kind of target me, but I think that was a good thing because it helped me to develop the person who I am right now.
I mean, from your point of view, what I would like to conclude is that childhood is not the same for everyone. Someone wishes to be back in their childhood, but on the same hand, some would just like to forget the things that happened to them in childhood, and that's totally fine in my point of view. And I guess your time is also over, sir, but great conversation. Next to you, ma'am. What is your opinion on childhood, please?
For me, childhood is not something I remember clearly, and I would first like to say I relate with you. I relate with you very much, and I absolutely relate with you as well, because the stuff that I can remember from my own childhood are very vague, and the only glimpses that I see are not of the happy childhood, but some things that don't really click with me right now, because being a child who is very introvert, but their parents are not, so they used to push me around to a lot of people, and being both of them being founders of their own companies, I got to experience a lot of stuff, but being somebody who I could not talk to people, neither did I like people at the time, I was like really almost very much under pressure all the time. So yeah, that was pretty much.
Actually, this experience is very relatable to many of the students sitting over here, and sometimes me also experience this thing. So that was a great conversation. Please pass the mic.
Hello everybody, I am Jasmine, and my take on childhood is a combination of everybody's take, honestly. Childhood is not this flower petal phase of your life, because childhood is different for everybody. Everybody has their own experiences, and well, I would like to say that the person we are today, it's a product of the childhood that we had. It really depends on the type of people we had around us growing up, our parents and elder siblings were other people. And well, youngers don't really affect the childhood that much, and
I would say that there's this one person who you take as an inspiration in your childhood, and you do everything to impress them and be exactly like them. But once you start growing up, you realize that that person is also just a person and not a god, you know. So you can't really rely on somebody's opinions forever. That's what I would like to
So
say.
you basically want to say you should have your own stand and do not rely.
Yeah, right. But in childhood, you don't really have that consciousness.
I mean, that is what makes us human, that is what makes us children, and that is the thing that helps us grow our character.
Yeah.
If you would not be looking out someone like, I want to be like him, I want to be like her, I think we would not be the person we are here today, right?
Right. What I would like to say is that as a child, what you think you want to do in life, you won't exactly end up there. And if you don't end up being there, that doesn't mean that you're like...
And mostly it's for the good part now, but I would like to stop you. Sir, your time please.
I like to take a different take on childhood. Childhood is also the birthing period of phobias in general. For me, I'm a very claustrophobic person. I cannot breathe in tight spaces. I absolutely hate traffic jams from the depths of my heart. And I like to share a small story. I went to Golden Temple and I was around 10 or maybe 11 at that time. I was with my family and my uncles, aunts and cousins. So we all got separated because I was being jostled around in the crowd near the front gate of the main temple in the Soror. And there, as it was around 4 in the morning, a huge crowd was there. I was standing alone with my cousin who was around 6 feet tall at that time. Me around who was barely touching 4 feet, I could not breathe there at all. I was hyperventilating, I was maybe having panic attacks. I could not define them at that time. So I asked him to just pick me up for a moment so I could breathe. He picked me up, I took a breath, but he was also not very strong, so he put me down again. I told him that I wanted to go back to my mother who was standing a few persons behind me. I tried to go back but lost my direction in between and somehow ended outside of the line. And the thing is, when I just turned back, I got a huge slap across my face. It was my mother who was crying, even she was hyperventilating because she somehow saw me getting out of the crowd and she was scared that I could maybe get lost there too. So that moment was the defining period of my claustrophobia. I still suffer from it today, but I try to fight it. But I am not
very well said,
necessarily
sir. Very well said. That childhood experiences are different from different people.
Sure.
Completely depends upon perspective. I think all of you would put their views upon this topic. So we will go with another topic, and everyone will get again 1 minute to express their views.
Because I guess what we have concluded from this one is basically we are all the same. Everyone has a similar childhood, I guess. Very rare experiences we have which are actually our own. That is why I guess relatable content is something which we prefer every time, every human being. So what we can do now is we'll select one topic, let it be AI for example, and I'll give every one of you a question related to AI, if that's okay. Or we can do another thing which we can say is like, for example, you being the first one, you can say one thing about AI which you like and I'll talk upon that thing. I guess which one is suitable now for you?
If they can, if they want to go with the same thing, they are.
Yes, then let it be the anti-clockwise.
Okay.
Let us start with the thing.
So we'll ask some questions, right?
Yes.
Okay. So AI, the topic's good for everyone, I guess. AI's impact on human beings. What is your take on the job profiles which are currently here?
I think about job profiles, the same was said during the industrialization period too. The same was said when computers came into existence, that jobs will be killed and will be suffering from unemployment. But what we see today is that we did not lose jobs. We just created more jobs that required use of that particular skill that came into existence. The same goes for AI. The thing is, it is the birthing period of AI right now. There are no strict rules about it. Once we define that how we include AI in our daily lives and how in which specific fields it is affecting, we can create those jobs that require the perfect use of those tools.
I would like to ask you one thing on the response you gave. So for example, you mentioned that one has happened in the previous things, but don't you think that that is partially very incorrect? Just for the example, we use boats and we had peddlers for that boats. We said, so what if there is a motor? We still need peddlers, but on today's date, we have no peddlers. We had sweepers, I guess. We live in India, okay, we are not that developed, but nowadays when you go outside, even major cities in India, they are not using house helps, they have robo cleaners. Same goes for AIMS jobs. Yes, it is developing right now, but when it's at peak, I don't think so that they will require humans to work for them. At last, we do errors and AI does not.
About the peddlers thing, if the person is driving the peddlers lost their job, then a number of persons who were creating that motor, who worked on the research of that motor, and who know how to break that motor came to existence. That's my take.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much. Next, you mean.
So, ma'am, don't you think that AI creativity will lose its authenticity if AI becomes the primary creator?
Yeah, I absolutely agree with you. Since AI is not coming from a creative point of view, it's coming from all the data that is already been given. And at the end of the day, it's just a technology that was made to mimic human intelligence. It's not human, right? So it can't be creative in that sense. We can give it prompts to make art out of it, but the art is not genuine. It will have some sort of human essence, but it's still plagiarism because it's being copied.
But ma'am, the same art is created by the AI generated images. We can't even differentiate with if it is created by a human or it is generated by AI. So isn't it that much key?
That's not the point, no? To differentiate is not the point. The point is if it's coming from a human or from an AI.
So what do you think? Should AI be the primary creator or should
No,
it?
it shouldn't be.
Okay.
Creativity is something human, and if humans create it only, then it will touch the other person's heart. There is no point if it's AI.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, ma'am. So, on that same note, I wanted to continue this discussion further. I think, don't you think that the people who are suffering from AI are the ones who are at the lower levels or the bottom feeders, be it in a company, be it in a clinic, be it in like an art gallery? The people who are suffering are the bottom feeders. What's your opinion on that?
I think that's actually how history works. Every time there are people who get wiped out from the bottom. And I think it's actually a very important part as well because then a new lower layer gets developed. And we have like different people who might not come up from that lower layer which got like wiped out, but there is definitely more possibility of change. That's my take on it.
And on that note, are you supporting AI taking over low-level jobs? For example, personally, like my Nanaji used to work in a Photoshop academy, used to edit photos and all. But nowadays, he has no work for that. So like, yeah. So what's your opinion on that?
I think it's kinda like very controversial, but for me personally, I would feel bad because of my own experience, my own
ideology.
Yeah, ideology. For me, I would feel bad as a person, but if I talk in terms of intelligence and in terms of efficiency, yeah.
Okay, thank you.
So sir, my question is, is AI is killing intellectual and reasoning ability of students in today's era?
First of all, I think partially it is killing. I think partially it is killing the creativity and the thought process of the students.
Denny, you continue, sir.
Okay. So, for example, at the starting when we
I'm talking.
So, Regina, try this.
You don't use mic.
I can
speak.
Should I stand up?
No, it's okay.
It's your wish. Sir, but thoda sa fast please.
Okay, sure. So when we are talking about being or the killing of the thought process of the student, first, whenever we used to give him any homework, we used to ask our parents, siblings, what do you do? So it is the mindset of the human or the greed in that human, yeah, how can I save that time? First, it used to be our parents, sibling, or any other friend that can help us in our math problem. But nowadays, technology is rising, and we just want to replace everybody. We just want to get faster.
Okay, what's your take? Do you want to just completely run out of the AI in students? Or you completely just want that AI should be banned in students?
I don't think so. AI should be banned in humans because when we get to that point, the student cannot comprehend or cannot function without going with the help of AI.
Thank you so much, sir.
Next question. So the next question to you, ma'am, is, okay, lot of serious conversations going on over here. What is your opinion on generative AI? Should it be moderated, and if yes, how?
Gen AI is basically like helping us in making a lot of stuff. Like even I got this came to know about this movie with the music. I don't remember the name exactly of the movie, but this is a Punjabi movie and they have incorporated an AI version of the man. Exactly, and it feels very personal. And if we would not have that element of AI being incorporated into that movie, I think it would have lost all its personal touch. I think people would not be appreciating any of that sort, any of the part of the movie. There might be less of watch time as well. Incorporating Gen AI has actually helped in some
But
cases.
on that note also, don't you think that people misuse generative AI? I mean, yes, it can be like a knife. You can either use it to cut vegetables or kill kavya, right? So what's your opinion on that?
Certainly, I cannot actually, there have been, for every innovation, there have been like the good sides as well as the bad sides. It's up to you as a human being what you have to choose. Otherwise, I think,
You have to wrap up now.
yeah, be ethical, that's it.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
What do you think that AI is increasing creativity in humans or just replacing it?
I think it's replacing creativity from humans because most of the students, I'm being realistic on that because most of the students used to get on their projects or maybe assignments done on AI. They just put the prompt or the topic and the like ChatGPT, notebook LM or Claude or maybe perplexity, I think so. Yeah, but that's a complex word I can't say. But there are so many like you can say AI generated apps which used to make kind of ready-made, copy-paste. You can say assignments be just handed over the teachers and get marks.
Okay,
There
so
is
you are
no
completely against the
creativity.
AI generation.
Yeah.
Now, don't you think that AI is generally helping students who are preparing for competitive exams or anything they on any projects they are working upon? Isn't that much AI should be banned or should be regulated in some different way? What do you think?
I think it should be regulated with students because it is the, you can say, it's the kind of time right now in Generation Z. You can like, we can't survive without artificial intelligence. In each and every sector of government sector, you can say private or public sector. If even you can say in education sector, there are also an AI, right? We are working with AIs right now. But there is a fear, you can say in future, what if we get over dependent on artificial intelligence, it can replace us. Yeah. So we have to be innovative in our own way, we have to be creative, but we can take help of AI, but can't be dependent on artificial intelligence, you can say.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Lots of serious stuff going on over here. Okay, give me 10 points why you are funnier than AI.
Why I am funnier than
Yes, you are better than AI.
Okay. So first of all, I have what AI doesn't. I have that human touch which I can give. I can feel empathy. So in that case, even if I were to make a joke, like if we generate jokes through AI, they do not sound funny. They sound formal.
And you are sure you sound funny.
I mean, to my people I would, not to everyone. To my people I would. RF, do I sound funny?
Yes. Next points, ma'am. Fatamat conclude, please.
So you want me to?
How are you better than AI?
So first of all, again, I am not better than AI. I cannot think that fast. Okay, I do take help of AI. That's one sort of side of it. The second side of it is
that I have that creative essence. I have those past experiences that I have obtained through life, through whatever I've experienced so far, which AI hasn't. And even if I were to use AI in that sort of way, I have to first make it, like share what I have already done for it to come to this level. So for me, I think it's the experiences, it's the people that I've been with that make me a human.
In conclusion, she's better than AI. Okay. Next question, sir, to you, please.
Sir, as you are an NCC cadet, I'll ask you a question. Sir, what do you think that previous war system, like fighting with swords, horses, is better, or the thing we are just going through that AI in our systems and in our defense? What do you think? I said, sir, what do you think that previous wars, like they used to fight with swords, sitting on horses, is that better, or the things we are running through with currently, like the AI systems hacking, the cyber security things?
I think the current system is better because previously it was like kill or be killed. There was no room for negotiation. It was all like you bring up a sword and you kill some people. It was as simple as that. But in today's scenario, there are negotiations, there are strategies, and there are cyber attacks. You can see at the time of operations in what was going around. We stole a jet, and believe me, in today's warfare, and especially in military, the most important thing is information warfare. If you have the information on your enemy, you are already 3 steps ahead, and AI complements that very well.
Thank you all. कोई बैठ करो.
Next, I'm voting.
हाँ, so we have a voting round also.
2 minutes का टाइमर लगा. 2 minutes के लिए खुली रहेगी voting.
It would be, the window would be open for 2 minutes only. अपने आप ना वोट कर दिए सारे. जे कोई बंदा थोड़े में better perform कर रहा है, please all vote करें. We'll open the voting window for 2 minutes. Just scan that QR and you will have the list of the participants. But yeah, do keep in mind कि जेरे participants इतने present ने ना vote for them only. जेरे चले गए उन्होंने पास You can vote. Yeah, you also can vote. Please take a phones.
अरे अपने आप को करो, अपने दोस्तों को भेजो, व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप पे भेजो. 2 मिनट है.
The timer has started right here.
See, the timer is started 2 minutes.
honesty, perspective, and voices straight from the heart. Each participant brought something unique, making this experience truly meaningful. Now, we would like to take a moment to express our heartfelt gratitude to our respected teachers for their constant support and guidance. We request you to all our judges to kindly come forward and accept this token of appreciation. And now it's time for the results. These judges came forward for the prize ceremony. And the third prize goes to Siddharth. The third prize goes to Siddharth. Now, the second prize goes to Jasmine. And the first prize goes to Parminder Singh. Congratulations to all the winners. And now it's time for the crowd favorite performer chosen by your applause. And the crowd favorite is Arav Agarwal.
Also, Army, please come on the stage. You both have got 6 votes each.
All the team members.
We requested to all our team members and judges to kindly come forward and accept this token of appreciation.
Wait, अभी participants को नहीं लेना, just wait 2 minutes.
स्माइल भी कर लो. On my 3 banana. 1 2 3 banana.
Judges for अब वापस से
मैम मैं एक बार इंडिविजुअल भी डाले मैं कर दूंगा
वापस बोलो.
हाँ
1 2 3
बनाना
ऐसे नहीं. 3 2 1
banana.
Such a dick.
and just be एक जोर काम
चलो तो हो गया
प्लीज सारे पार्टिसिपेंट्स के फीडबैक फॉर्म फिल करके जाना है. प्लीज फिल दिस फीडबैक फॉर्म. Today remind us that the most powerful conversation are the honest ones. And sometimes all we need is the courage to express what truly lies within. Congratulations to all participants for your confidence and authenticity. Thank you to our judges, teachers, hosts, and the audience for making this event a success. Thank you and have a wonderful day ahead.
All of you are very great.
Thank you guys, and सबकी performance बहुत अच्छी थी. And form आपने fill कर दिया है? Like इसका आप अपने remarks दीजिए. It will like really help us. ठीक है ना? ये हमें help करेगा improvements करने में. जो भी हमें लगता है कि किसमें हम weakness है, हमारी किसमें strength रही, please do mention them. Okay? And आपके जो बर्डीज अभी पीछे चले गए थे, ये पार्टिसिपेंट्स थे, प्लीज उनको भी शेयर करना है QR कोड. बाकी मैं ग्रुप में डाल दूंगा. सो यस, थैंक यू गाइस.
फॉर्म में अगर कोई होस्ट के बारे में बुरा लिखेगा वो नेक्स्ट इवेंट में नहीं अलाउ.